Gentlemen, departure will be at 2:30 sharp. Stragglers will be put on report. Sergeant? Dismissed!
Lieutenant! Message for you. Courier says it's your new orders.
Sergeant, reassemble the men. There's been a change of orders.
Yankee uniform's kind of tight. How'd I look?
Make General Scott himself smile. Missed your calling, Jed.
Yeah, the Army's home to fools and heroes. I ain't either.
What about their horses?
I got no use for those nags. Scatter 'em. Let's ride! Thanks for allowing us to borrow the uniforms, boys.
Mister, you can't just leave us out here. We got no boots, no water. Mister!
5 weeks, Teaspoon. That kind of service makes it like having those big city stores right in Sweetwater.
It sure does, Amos. Much obliged. Well, any time, boys.
Try not to strain yourself, Jimmy.
It's only got 2 ends.
What's in here, Teaspoon?
Oh, it's a surprise.
Kind of surprise.
If I told you, it wouldn't be one, would it?
You mean it's for us?
Yeah, for all you boys. Kind of reward for all the hard work you done.
Well, let's see it.
Oh, wait till we get back.
Come on, Teaspoon. Only fair since we came to help.
Well, guess it won't hurt none. Go ahead.
What do you hunt with this?
You don't hunt nothing. That there is a baseball bat for playing baseball. New game I read about. Ordered a set so as we could learn.
How do you do it?
Well, I don't know the particulars, but the notion is you hit that ball with that bat.
Why?
So as you can run around the bases.
What for?
To score. Every time you go around, you get yourself a point.
That's it? Swap balls, run around in circles?
I don't think I've left anything out.
People do this for fun?
Well, yeah. You don't want to play, you don't have to.
You boys, get away from that wagon!
Your arrival comes as a great relief, Lieutenant. This bank wasn't built to protect $200,000 in gold, even temporarily.
Well, the government appreciates your cooperation, sir.
Don't talk to me about those fools in Washington. Why they ever stopped using ships to transport gold from California is a mystery to me.
Well, they're just testing the overland route because it's faster.
And more dangerous. It has to cross 2,000 miles, teeming with vandals and cutthroats. Men who would shoot their own mother for 2 bits, let alone $200,000.
Well, Russell Majors and Waddell is the best freight company in the business. They guarantee delivery from San Francisco to Sweetwater. Me and my men will see it gets to St. Joe safely. Now, I suggest that we wait till dark tonight to take delivery from you.
Well, that's another problem. The shipment hasn't arrived yet. Flooding along Green River delayed their crossing.
Well, when do you expect it?
I knew it wouldn't work.
Shut up, Stark. Gold will be here in 3-4 days. You wait.
I don't like it.
Well, you ain't got nothing to say about it. Unless you're in charge now.
Sure is a nice hat, kid. Paid money for that? How do you look? Can I see it real quick? Let me just...
Sorry, kid.
Hey, mister. Your name Jed?
We met?
Reckon we might have.
I'm afraid I don't recall.
You recall cursing a plow mule named Jeremiah? Used to wallow in the creek when the heat came up?
Kid? Believe it. Look at you, you finally got some meat on you.
You finally found honest work.
Boys, I got someone for you to meet. This here's my little brother. Steve Dorr, Wrangler. I've been joined up at the circus for a time. Been all over this country.
Ever been to New York City?
Yes, ma'am.
What's it like?
Is it as grand as folks say?
Oh, it's better. They got streetcars, take you any place you like. Gas lamps on every corner. And buildings. Biggest buildings I ever saw. Watched on the roof of one that was over 80 feet high. You could see for 30 miles in any direction.
Damn.
They got a machine that'll lift you all the way to the top. You just step in and up you go.
That's where I'm going someday. Mark my words. New York, Philadelphia, all them big cities.
Tell us about your family, Jed. Kid never talks about it.
The kid never talks about anything.
Billy thinks if you ain't talking, you ain't alive.
Never mentioned it because there was nothing to tell. Father was a sharecropper back in Virginia, that's all.
How'd you get separated?
Oh, Paul ran.
There was a drought. He was driven off the farm. He couldn't find work. And we were taken in by different families.
Been almost 10 years. Never thought I'd see him again.
To family. Nothing more sacred. No bond is strong.
You're here. Amen.
Why'd you lie about Paul? You don't owe that man nothing.
I didn't feel like talking about it.
You forgotten the way he beat us? Beat Mama? I swear if he hadn't run off, I'd have killed that man.
I ain't gonna waste my life hating him. He caused enough hurt. Besides, looks like you turned out all right. Never thought I'd see you wearing uniform.
Best thing that ever happened to me. I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, Jed. You'd make Mama proud.
If it'd been up to me, I'd have robbed that bank and been gone a long time ago.
Well, that's the difference between you and Jed. He's smart enough to wait till there's money in it.
Well, if he's so damn smart, what's he gonna do about his brother? Now, that boy could get us all hung.
My brother's my concern. You get any ideas about him? That'd be your last.
Hey, Cal, you put your money where your mouth is.
I like my dessert first. Make yourselves at home, boys.
Chad, did you see them girls?
2 more. Say it. Yeah, the usual.
So, what is this stuff?
Test your skill and find the P. The odds you will are 1 to 3. There's just one trick to winning, friend. Before you gain, you got to spend. Pick one.
You're sorry. Hey! Here now.
Sorry. Don't mind. Why, that P must have rolled.
Over here! Hey, over here!
Looks like you're buying the next round.
Evening, boys. Oh, Lord. Looks like we got a couple youngins here.
You know, your brother said to show you a good time, but we got a limit in these parts.
Law says we got to throw back the small ones in the creek.
Okay, maybe next year then.
But I think I'll make an exception on you, Sugar.
You're wasting your time.
What'd you tell her?
Told her you fancied men?
What?
Well, it's true, ain't it?
You have got to try some of this stuff. 2 more, bartender.
I think the man said 2.
We don't serve this kind.
The only kind I see around here are my friends.
Well, then you ain't welcome either.
4.
Let's go, girls!
Boys, that's like a drink.
Come on, boys. I know some place where we can have some real fun.
Where have you been? It's morning already.
Just celebrating your reunion with my brother. Should have come.
Look at these boys.
What's wrong with them?
They're blind drunk. How could you permit it?
Good night, Emma. I ain't got nothing to say about it. They do as they like.
They're just boys.
To you, maybe. Appears to me they do a man's work. You got to treat them as such. Besides, there's no harm in letting off a little steam.
Well, you should have looked after them.
I did. I brought them back safe and sound. Besides, by the time they wake up, they'll think twice about touching that stuff again. At least for a while. They're pretty lucky to have you taking care of them. A lady pretty as you surely could have an easier life.
You do go on, Lieutenant.
Well, my mama taught me to tell the truth.
Hey, Emma.
Well, I'm glad to see at least you showed some restraint.
Yes, ma'am.
$200,000?
In gold bullion. It's due in Sweetwater any day.
Well, that kind of money invites a lot of trouble, Mr. Foster. I should have been told about it.
I assure you, Marshal, the Pinkerton Detective Agency is very experienced in these matters. We've learned that secrecy is the best protection. The fewer people who know will make it less likely...
I'm the law here. It's my job to keep the peace. Now, if you know something that threatens it, you better start talking fast or you'll be staying a while.
Opinion has it there's a war coming with the South.
Yeah, so I've heard.
We've got reports that a gang of outlaws working for the slaveholders is in the territory. They've held up several banks and stagecoaches. Everything they steal is sent to the South to buy arms and ammunition.
And you think they're after the gold shipment?
Some army horses were found running loose 2 days east of here. I believe that a patrol chasing the gang was ambushed.
Could be. Indians would have kept the horses.
Well, I came to warn the cavalry escort when it arrives.
It already has.
You like gingham? I got a real pretty one here that just came in.
How do I look?
Just fine, darling. Pretty as a vision, ain't she, boys? Yes, sir. You sure are a sight for sore eyes. What's your name, darling?
Leave her alone.
Just shut up. What's your name?
I'll come back another time.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be friendly. What's your hurry?
Leave me alone! Let go!
Don't try it.
I think the lady told you to stop.
You just made a big mistake, boy.
It ain't the first.
Let him go, Cody. Come with me, soldier. Come on.
Let's go.
I regret this happened, Marshal. You have my word this man will be properly disciplined when we report to Fort Laramie.
Well, I know how it is when soldiers got a chance to come into town. Just make sure you're keeping them in line while you're here.
Well, if I had a choice, he'd rot in there. But we need every man for this detail.
Yeah, I heard.
What'd you hear?
About the gold shipment. Pinkerton detective came in on the stage today. He was looking for you. I directed him out to your camp.
Well, we appreciate that.
Surely.
You must be the Pinkerton.
Matthew Foster. Marshal told me you were camped here. Hope you don't mind.
Of course not. Make yourself at home. I hear you're worried about outlaws.
That's right.
Well, your worries are over. Get rid of them.
Now we got Pinkertons all over us. Your plan ain't gonna work.
You got a better idea, Star?
You're damn right I do. I say we hit that shipment out of town before it comes in.
Well, that's real smart. How far you think you're gonna get hauling a half a ton of gold? Think you can outrun a posse? They'd string us all up! Well, we do things my way. They hand over the gold without firing a shot. Be a week before they know it's gone.
And then you want to turn around and give the gold to the Southerners. We take the risk, they get the gold. That ain't right.
It's smart business. Whenever things get too hot, they give us shelter, food, doctor them when we need it. Yeah, they think we heroes. I'd say that's worth half. You got any more complaints?
We'll get the gold. I'll take care of him.
Come on, Cody, we should throw throw that darn thing again already? We ain't got all day.
Throw it, Cody. What is he doing?
Strike fire!
Yeehaw!
One more and you're out.
Well, he's throwing it funny.
I'm putting it right in front of you, Jimmy. You're just blind.
Yeah, I'll show you who's blind, Big Mouth. Now toss that thing again. Come on, throw it.
Ain't he the funniest
Come on.
little thing you ever saw?
Yeah, go, yeah! Go, run it!
How'd you like that one? Run, idiot, run! Go! The other way!
Get over there!
The other way!
Get over there!
The other way! Put the bags!
Got him!
Run, Jimmy, run! The baseman cannot hold a runner.
Right here!
That's fair. Tripping is legal.
Look this way! Throw it!
Yeah, go, yeah! Go, run the bags! Run the bags!
Get over there!
Get away! Run the bags!
Over here! Got it!
Foul ball must be thrown to the pitcher.
Come on, Jimmy! Give me the ball! Go! Go! Hit the bag! Hit the bag!
You're out.
Hey, he can't!
He's cheating!
He hit me with that thing. That ain't fair.
Nice throw, Cody.
Yeah!
Plugging the runner is legal.
No, it ain't.
Yes, it is.
Show me the rule.
I make the rules.
Yes.
Oh, come on, Jimmy! Don't be a sore loser!
You hit me with the ball.
Hey, Jimmy!
This is supposed to be fun. Shake it up.
Jerry!
Nothing like a quiet Sunday at home.
Lowry boy snuck out of church to go swimming. They saw him floating there in the weeds.
Yeah, that'll teach me to play hooky on the Sabbath.
No?
And out runs a kid, naked as a jaybird, right in front of Mama and all her fine church lady friends.
I was only 3.
You were 8.
You're gonna answer for that.
Here, let me help you.
Oh, don't you dare. Company does not help.
I insist.
Why didn't you ever talk about him?
Wasn't much about that time I wanted to remember. When Jit showed up, it was like finding something I didn't know I lost. Part of myself, kinda.
Sam,
Emma?
what brings you out here?
Well, that Pinkerton never showed up.
Well, that's strange. He was mighty anxious to talk to you.
Where'd you find him, Marshal?
Floating in Willow Pond. Not far from your camp.
We had plenty of vermin out there gunning for Pinkertons.
Well, that's terrible.
Thanks, Em. They must have ambushed him while I was riding out to see me.
You know, it seems like you would have heard the shots.
I don't recall any.
Well, I don't think you ought to leave Sweetwater till I find the killer.
Well, I'm afraid I can't do that.
Well, whoever shot Foster likely knows about the gold. I mean, you and your men could be in danger.
What gold? I have my orders.
Well, I'm sure they give you some discretion.
They don't.
Well, I'd like to see him.
You questioning my word?
I'm questioning your judgment.
Well, you're out of line, Marshal. I'm a military officer following direct orders. If you attempt to interfere, you regret it.
Well, I guess there's nothing more to say. Emma? Boys?
Marshal, I don't know what you're thinking, but I can vouch for my brother.
Asking questions is my job, kid. Bothers me when people don't answer them.
He can't tell you things they ordered him not to.
Maybe not. But I'd sure like to know why his horse doesn't carry an army brand.
So quick?
Yeah, I need to ask a favor, Teaspoon.
Well, glad to oblige if I can.
Who's the fastest rider you can spare to carry a message to Fort Laramie?
Fort Laramie? Kid.
Can't be the kid. Get back here as soon as you can.
I hope you're wrong about this.
So do I.
Well, I'm in.
Fold.
I gotta talk to you, Jed.
After this hand.
It can't wait. Excuse me.
Boone, you play this one out. Kid, you look like you could use a drink.
Outside.
What's eating, kid?
What are you doing here, Jed?
I told you.
I know what you told me. Now tell me the truth.
You working for the marshal now?
Answer me! You might have fooled Sam, but I grew up with you.
Evening, folks.
You're no soldier. You'd never join the army. Even if some judge forced you, you'd desert.
People change, kid.
I was hoping you had, Jed. I really was. You're my brother. I wanted to believe you. Then I hear about some gold.
It's not what you think.
Then tell me.
That gold's gonna buy us guns, protect our home.
What are you talking about?
Virginia, the South. There's a war coming, boy. Everything we know, our entire way of life's gonna be razed to the ground, left smoldering by Yankee invaders if we can't defend ourselves. Now, we need money for rifle, shot, cannon. And there's $200,000 of gold bullion in that shipment. I'm gonna steal it for Virginia, and you're gonna help me.
Can't.
It's your duty. Virginia's your home. It's where your roots are. You can't turn your back on her. Can't turn your back on me. We gotta stand together. There's not gonna be any bloodshed. I just sign a receipt. That bank manager, he's gonna hand me the gold. Nobody's gonna get hurt.
What would I have to do?
Join us. You ride with me when we leave.
Kid, you're up.
Kid asked me to take his run.
Again. Station's got 6 riders, not 5. That was your run.
He owed me.
That's what you said yesterday. Well, I had this outfit. You ride when I tell you.
I don't hear you griping about Lou. He hasn't been here for 2 days. He just took off.
Lou's my concern. You just do your job.
Maybe I'm sick of this damn drum.
Kid, hold it. You're on rearing the bear, sit down in a beehive. What's the matter with you?
Nothing.
Don't look like nothing to me. Can I help you?
It don't concern you.
Well, that's my favorite kind of problem. Allows me to give advice without suffering the results. Huh? What's the matter, son?
Have you ever felt obliged to 2 different things you loved a lot, and somehow they came to fighting each other? Well, how do you choose between them?
Sometimes you can't. Much as it may hurt, there's times when you just gotta stand clear of other folks' troubles.
What if you can't stand clear? What if you have to choose because somebody will be hurt if you don't?
Kid, there comes a time in every man's life when he has to decide what he holds most dear. Could be people, could be ideals, property. But every man has to make his own choice. And that choice determines the kind of man he is. Sort of sets the rules he lives by. I wished I could help you, kid, but I can't. All I know is you got a good heart. Listen to it.
But I can't. He'll know I'm lying.
You can't give Jed the gold until Lou gets back from Fort Laramie. Now, that should be late tomorrow.
What if they say he's an outlaw? What then?
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Meantime, you stall him.
You said it'd be here by now.
Oh, they assured me it would. Now they say it'll arrive tonight, tomorrow at the latest.
You notify me the minute it does.
Yes, sir.
Something wrong?
I don't know.
Well?
You were right.
Soldiers are riding from Fort Laramie to arrest Jed and his gang. It's gonna be at least 24 hours before they get here. My job is to protect the gold till then. Me and my deputies could sure use your help.
You're asking us to go against a kid's brother.
Well, I don't like it any better than you do. But if he rides on me, I got no choice.
What are you gonna tell the kid?
The truth. I don't want him caught in this.
That's him.
Have a good ride. Are you with me?
Guess we are.
Thanks. I'll talk to the kid.
Let me.
He warns Jed.
He won't.
It's gonna be a big surprise for you.
I'm buying you boys a drink.
What's the occasion?
Well, the occasion is we got it to Sweetwater and I'm still breathing.
Got what?
The gold. She's all yours now.
Put it in the bank, did you?
Locked it up last night. I ain't slept a wink since we left Salt Lake.
You take it easy. We'll take care of it from here.
I can't ride with you.
Why not?
Because I can't. I thought on it real hard, Jed. I can't ride with you. It ain't right.
But this war's gonna force everyone to take sides. You ain't with me. You're gonna be riding against me.
I pray it don't come to that. Not now or ever.
What do you mean?
Just that trouble's coming, like you said. I know you'll be in the middle of it. I don't want anything to happen to you.
You know something?
Right out of here, Jed.
Why?
Because I'm asking you.
What's wrong? What's going on? What is it? Tell me, kid.
Just do as I ask, Jed. Take care of yourself.
What are you doing here, boy? I'm talking to you.
Let him go, Stark.
I don't trust him.
Well, he ain't a part of this. Get out the way.
I'm ready.
Now! Don't you ever force my hand.
Damn it, Jed. Something ain't right.
Stark, what are you talking about?
Gold. It came in last night. They had it locked in the bank.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Now, that dead Pinkerton must have spooked them, but they're stalling us.
All right. Button up and look sharp. You soldiers. We gotta collect that gold just like I ought to say. Anything goes wrong, anyone tries to stop us, you hit them hard and you hit them fast. I want you to load up your saddlebags with as much gold as you can carry, and you ride like hell. Move!
Do exactly like I say and stay here till it's over.
Marshal,
I'll lock you up if I have to.
All right. I promise.
Let's go. All right, get behind the bank. Hold your fire until they show themselves.
up. I go around and get the wagon.
Jed, you're trapped! You got no chance! Throw out your guns!
Take cover!
Go for the horse!
You ain't leaving here, Jed.
Let it go, kid!
You murdered people out there!
Get out of my way!
No!
I'll kill you, I swear, kid. You're my brother. But I ain't gonna hang.
You ain't leaving here.
Don't make me kill you, kid. I'll kill you. I swear I will.
You're gonna have to.
Don't do it, Jed!
Jed! No! Hang on, Jed. Hang on! Hang on, Jed. Hang on.
Couldn't show you, kid.
No! Damn it, Jed! Why didn't you listen to me?
I'm sorry.
You hurt?
No. Is he all right?
They're not too deep.
I think he's gonna make it.
But you can't do that! Cody, someone's got a claim on this!
Watch me.
It's the worst kind of hooliganism, and I won't stand for it. I understand.
It ain't right, Teaspoon.
And I demand full restitution for this wanton disregard of property, and that's all there is to it.
Yeah, well, I'll do it again the next time, too.
How dare you? Now, take it easy, Mr. Drummond. You'll be reimbursed. I promise you I'll take it out of the boy's paycheck myself.
The hell you will, Teaspoon! That wire ain't nothing but the devil's handiwork, and it's carving up the whole prairie like some old lady fencing off her backyard.
Cody!
The whole world is going to hell, Teaspoon. Just like Hezekiah said.
Cody, I know how hard you took Hezekiah's death, but you got to leave that behind you, son.
I tried. But ever since his death, Teaspoon, I can't help but see life through his eyes.
And you'll be looking at life through the eyes of a man who gave up on it long before it took his own.
I don't know what else to do. I mean, I've never been this sad and angry all rolled up into one.
Tell you what you do, son. You got a long ride ahead. Why don't you let the majesty of the plains remind you what a precious thing life really is? Then when you get St. Joe, take your time coming back. You have yourself a little holiday, huh?
Some holiday.
You okay?
I'll be fine. That's a precious cargo that almost got killed over?
This mail is damn precious to the people who sent it, Cody. You ought to know that.
Yeah, right. What's that?
That's our latest service.
Russell Majors and Waddell is the one building the telegraph?
We're just taking advantage of it.
Yeah, and stabbing the Pony Express right in the back.
We all got to change with the times.
In progress. Don't care who it tramples on.
Now, don't worry. It'll take years for the telegraph to creep all the way west. Unless, of course, there's war.
Why is that?
Well, when men start killing, they usually get wonderful inventive.
And it's the Pony Express they're gonna be killing. Excuse me, old timer, you know where I can get some bandages?
Over yonder, son, on the next
Thank you kindly. Let me get some bandages here, please. Timmy, is that you? Cody! Hey! Timmy! What? Whoa, what happened to you? I ran into some Cheyenne on my last run. What the hell are you doing here?
Ain't no more express in these parts. Ain't cut all the short routes I was riding.
Why?
Telegraph. Finished stringing the lines 2 months ago. Clerking's the only employment I could find.
Boy, we ain't got all day.
Will you take care, all right?
Yeah, good to see you.
Yeah.
This is what I've been looking for. This is what I was talking about.
Can I help you? You buying or looking? Because if you're looking, try outside. There's more to see.
I'm buying. Let me get some of that there.
He was a nice kid when I knew him.
A great showman.
He's the best shot I ever seen.
A great showman.
He was a nice kid when I knew him.
Who the hell are you?
Just consider me the hand of the Lord.
Well, 1 minute I was pouring down that red eye, and next thing I knew, I was upside down in that alley. That's the whole story.
Not quite the whole story.
Excuse me?
You don't strike me as a wastrel, Mr. Cody. Something pretty powerful must have driven you to dive so deep into that bottle.
Well, a close friend of mine died, Mr. Poole. A great man named Hezekiah Horn.
Hezekiah Horn is dead?
Yes, by his own hand.
Why?
He shot and killed his only son.
Oh, dear God.
But that weren't the only reason. He was eaten up by the way our country's going to ruin, and that he was powerless to do anything about it.
tragic end to a great man.
Yes. He was a great man.
Though, I have to be honest with you, Mr. Cody, I don't share in the same despair that Hezekiah must have felt at his end. These are challenging times, and I feel obliged that good men should rise up and overcome these powerful influences that are so hell-bent on destroying this beautiful land of ours. You have gone and launched into a sermon in the middle of your dinner. Forgive me, Mr. Cody. Perhaps I should be saving all this hot air for tomorrow afternoon.
What's tomorrow afternoon?
I'm going to be speaking over at Blanchard Falls. Come by if you're so inclined. It might be of interest to you.
Thank you. Maybe I will.
Get a good rest.
I wish I could repay your kindness, but I've lost all my money.
There's no need. Your acquaintance is repayment in full.
And as I look down on this happy couple here today, I'd like to offer a few personal reflections on the hallowed institution of marriage, with which I am so very familiar, having traveled down that sacred road on 6 occasions myself. And yes, though I'm loath to admit that none of those heavenly bonds took root, I beseech you not to lose faith, but to take heart. For if nothing else, the odds are on our side that this will turn out good.
Amen.
And so do you, Millicent Ermengarde. Take this man, Barnett Hampton, to be your lawfully wedded husband.
I do.
And to you, Barnett Hampton, take this woman, Millicent Ermengarde, to be your lawfully wedded wife.
I
do.
Do.
Good. And so, by the power vested in me by the territorial governor, I now pronounce you man and wife. Kiss the bride, Barnett.
These two can't get hitched. That's my wife.
I saw New Jerusalem coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned to meet her husband.
You tell it, brother. You tell it now. You listen to this man.
And I heard a great voice coming out of heaven from God saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he shall dwell with them and be their God. God shall wipe away all the tears from their eyes.
Amen.
And there shall be no more death.
That's right.
No sorrow, no crying, nor shall there be any more pain.
You tell it, brother.
For the former things are washed away.
That's right.
Yes. Yes, brother.
But for the fearful and the unbelieving and the abominable and the whoremongers and the murderers and the idolaters and all the liars, for they shall have their place in the lake that burneth with fire and brimstone. And with mercy in my left hand and with justice in my right, I shall be his terrible, swift sword of righteousness.
Finally, I summoned my courage and asked her to be my missus. She accepted. We exchanged vows. We lived together as the most contented husband and wife in the territory until that dreadful day when she disappeared. Ever since, my life's been utter torment.
Barnett?
Teaspoon?
You want to tell your side of the story?
I guess.
Where'd you meet?
Church social.
She approached you?
Teaspoon
Forgive me, you struck up a conversation with her. What happened then?
Paid court.
Where'd you do that?
Borden house.
Not in her room, I assume.
Front parlor.
You gave her gifts?
Tried.
But?
She wouldn't take them.
And then one day, you proposed marriage.
Yep.
And she accepted.
Made that day the happiest of my life.
Since she ain't your wife, and she never will be, she's mine! Liar! You think you...
Lucius, Barnett, stop it! Now, Lucius, I hate to inform you, but by your own logic, I wouldn't be any more married to you than I am Barnett.
Why not?
Because I had 7 husbands by the time I met you.
Okay, here I come. What's so funny?
The long johns. Kid, it ain't like I never seen you without 'em on before. That's better already.
You ain't hiding a couple of husbands on me, are you?
Kid, I ain't lived long enough to have a couple of husbands.
No, but you're pretty enough to have a couple hundred.
Kid, what's wrong with you?
I just don't feel right.
Sure feels right to me.
Oh, yeah. Just ain't the way I was brought up. I was taught that when a man and woman ain't been doing what we've been doing, that it ain't proper unless...
Excuse me, kid, but you ain't fixing to propose.
No. Well, maybe... I guess not. Well, yeah, maybe I am.
Well, then I'm afraid I won't be able to accept.
Why not?
Because where I was brought up, I was taught that when a man comes proposing, it's supposed to be on bended knee.
I love you.
I love you too, kid.
I swear it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen.
So you won't forget me, Mr. Poole?
How could I possibly forget you? Thank you so much. I don't think I'll forget any of you ladies. Thanks again. Ladies, good afternoon.
Mr. Poole.
Mr. Cody, welcome.
I heard you speak this afternoon. I was interested in what you had to say.
Good, good. I'm glad you could make it.
I had a question, though.
Well, I hope I can answer. Mr. Cody, my brother Caleb.
Mr. Cody.
Nice to meet you. That's quite a bounty.
Oh, indeed. I am truly blessed. What about that question you had, William?
When you were talking about being the terrible swift sword, what does that mean?
Just meant that the new world's not going to materialize by itself, that it's going to need help of Bornin.
What kind of help?
Mr. Cody, those who poison our society, the vermin, the scum, the rabid animals, they must be tracked down and rooted out.
Oh, so then you're a vigilante.
No, quite the opposite. We carry warrants on every man we pursue.
And when you find him?
We turn him over to the proper authorities.
Do you collect the reward?
We take our due.
Like bounty hunters.
Like good shepherds, Mr. Cody. Come on, have a seat. You see, William, we distribute that money to those in need. The God-fearing men and women who are the backbone of this great nation.
I'm sorry if I insulted you.
No offense taken.
That sounds like fine work.
Indeed. Perhaps you'd like to join us.
I don't think so.
Why not?
Well, because I just don't think much good can come from it, that's all.
The only way the West can truly be lost is with defeatist thinking like that. Instead, each person needs to assume a personal responsibility for doing the Lord's work, making a path, that new Jerusalem. And you know, William, God places a special responsibility on the exceptional and the strong, like yourself.
Well, give me a night to sleep on it.
You take as much time as you'd like. I don't want you with us unless your heart is truly in it. You know, William, a great man once wrote, the only thing necessary for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing. Now, you might want to remember that.
Gideon, you better hear this.
My mama. They took my mama.
It's all right, son.
His name's Matthew.
It's all right, Matthew. Now, stop crying, Matthew. We can't help you if you don't tell us what's wrong. Now, calm yourself and tell us.
My mom and sister, they tied him up and they did bad things to him, and they took him away.
Where's your father, Matthew?
The Bludgeons. They killed him.
Where's Marshall?
Oh, he's an old drunk. He left town the minute he heard about it.
Are those the men, Matthew?
You gotta help my mama.
We're gonna help your mama. Caleb, take the boy. Simon, saddle up the horses.
Regulators, let's go!
Mr. Cody, why don't you ride with us and see what business we are about?
You know, I wasn't fooling around this morning. Swimming hole.
Well, if that wasn't fooling around, kid, you sure do a good job taking it.
That ain't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the other thing.
What other thing?
You know, the other thing. Doing what's proper, like how we were brought up.
Well, you know what they say, kid? Haste makes waste.
Runner up!
That's me.
What exactly did these Bludgeons do?
They violated and murdered a 14-year-old girl in front of her mother. Then they did the same to the mother.
See for yourself what kind of men they are, William.
The men, they're ready to move in.
No, it's too dangerous. Nobody moves in until someone can get a clean shot of their Ernest.
Get ready to give the signal.
That was one prodigious shot, William.
What happens to him now?
Well, Caleb and Simon will deliver him up to the federal marshal in Abilene.
Ah, you look like you live pretty good, Gideon.
Well, I'm neither profligate nor Puritan, William. Hang on a minute. William, how's it feel to be one of us?
right for a change.
Serving God is the only way to fill the voids, Will. Believe me, I know.
I believe you, Gideon.
Gideon, hold up. There you go. All right.
Got some more business. Fine.
How'd you get back so soon?
Oh, I ran into a detachment of cavalry and delivered up the Blodgetts into their custody.
Excellent. Who's next, Caleb?
Horace Pullman, wanted for bank fraud and embezzlement.
Mr. Cody? Robbed the good homesteaders of their hard-earned money.
Let's go.
Teaspoon?
Kid!
You got a minute?
Yeah, I got two. What's on your mind?
I need some advice.
Kid, you come to the right place. Marshalling may be my business, but advice is my calling.
It's about Lou.
Ah, yes, Louise.
I don't have much experience with women, Teaspoon, and ever since y'all found out Lou ain't a boy, she's becoming more and more of a woman.
Time and distance, son. That's the key to understanding women.
Time ain't the problem, Teaspoon. It's the distance that I'm having trouble with.
Distance, huh?
Me and Lou, we've been getting real close.
Yeah, I've noticed.
I mean real close. Like in the Bible. Now I know that what we're doing is wrong. And I've tried to do the right thing by Lou, but she won't take me serious and confuses me.
Confuses you, huh?
Yeah. Because if she cared about me, like I know she does, then she should take me serious. Because Lord knows if we don't do things to make things proper, then something terrible could happen. And that scares me. So I think that maybe we should try not to stay as close. But then, to tell you the truth, that scares me even more. So what do you think, Teaspoon?
Well, kid, I think you're going to have to do a little more thinking. That's what I think.
Was it true?
Was what true?
About Millie and you.
I swear on my dead mother's eyes.
Fine woman.
Finest I ever met. Except for the fact she can't cook.
What?
I said the woman is incapable of preparing an edible meal.
She's only the best cook in the territory.
Millie? She don't know a spatula from a spittoon.
What?
You're fabricating this whole story. She ain't never cooked for you.
Oh, no? Let me tell you about the birthday dinner she cooked for me. It's only the plumpest, tenderest turkey you ever tasted.
Stuffed with cornbread and chestnuts, served with lyonnaise potatoes and them little bitty pearl onions and fresh carrots she growed herself. All of it washed down with a bottle of wine from France. And for dessert, she made blueberry and apple pie about yay high and covered my slices with iced cream. She cranked for hours. Can't cook, eh?
Well, she might have cooked for you, Barnett. But you ain't yet partaken of Millie's greatest gifts.
Which?
The ones bestowed on the marriage bed. Tigress. That's what I call her. That's what she was. Wild and insatiable as any jungle beast.
Yes, I stole that money. But it's the only mistake I've ever made in my whole life, Mr. Poole. I swear it. I started this bank with that money, and I've had a good success with it. And I'll return every cent I made if you'll just let me go free to live peacefully with my wife and my daughter.
Mr. Pullman, thou shalt not steal means just that. Not that it's permissible to steal, then return the money with interest.
Please, take the money. Just let me go. I've got a wife and a daughter.
Come on now, Gideon. Ain't there just a little room for some mercy here?
There can be no mercy for those who have shown none themselves, William.
This man has a wife and a daughter. They are innocent victims to all this. Now, how are they going to live?
There's no bargaining with the commandments, Mr. Cody. Simon, take Mr. Pullman to the Federal Marshal in Abilene.
I'll never get there alive, and you know it. Mister, you look like an honest man. Please, help me.
Now, hold on a minute. Gideon, I have a friend in Abilene. Her name is Amanda O'Connell. She owns a Silver Spoon Saloon. Now, if I take Mr. Pullman there...
Cavorting with fallen women, Mr. Cody? Now, that really doesn't fall into the category of doing the Lord's work, now does it? Now, why don't you help Simon put Mr. Pullman in the cage? Caleb, do you wonder if our new recruit has a stomach for doing the Lord's work?
Well, he did seem to lack sufficient ardor.
Mm-hmm. We can't risk disloyalty. Perhaps we best determine just how unswerving Mr. Cody's dedication really is, huh?
Get in there, boy. Get on in.
John! Tell my wife they're taking me to Abilene. Tell her to get help.
Get up there, boss.
Please, mister, don't let them do this.
Miss Sweetwater, William? Seems like a nice little town.
Not as nice as they come.
Yeah. Maybe it's time we did its citizens a favor. Caleb, didn't we have a warrant for a man recently sighted in Sweetwater?
I believe we do.
Wheels of justice grind exceedingly slow, Mr. Cody, but they do grind exceedingly fine.
If there's anything you need, don't hesitate to call upon me. I implore you.
Ma'am, could I talk to you for a minute?
Marshal Hunter, of course. You were just in time for tea.
Good. Ma'am, I'd like to discuss our little predicament, if I might.
Well, I'd be happy to help in whatever way I can.
Well, thank you. While I, of all people, can understand the desire to have 9 spouses, I do question the advisability of trying to have them all at the same time.
I just didn't have the heart to divorce them. They were all so contented. It would have been cruel and unfeeling. Besides, I do adore weddings. Would you care to see my picture album?
Well, ma'am,
Oh, I carry them with me at all times. This contains a visual record of my first marriage to Bud Birch. He's an assayer over in Long Fork.
Still among us?
Oh, yes, healthy as a horse. This is the official portrait.
Sounds very handsome.
Yes, that's one of the reasons for all the weddings. I do look marvelous in white.
You certainly do. But earnestly, ma'am, why'd you actually have to go and marry them all?
Such relations outside the bonds of holy matrimony would not be proper.
No, of course not. I didn't mean to suggest. Forgive me, it's just I'm making a mess of this whole thing, ain't I?
Teaspoon.
Huh?
May I call you that?
Uh-huh.
Teaspoon. The unvarnished truth is, I love men. I love them all. Short, fat, bald, skinny, toad-like, I love them all. And it's because I love them so, I can't bear being tied down to any single one of them. Now, you've been married 6 times.
That's right. 6 times.
They say 7 is a lucky number.
Excuse me, ma'am. Gotta get back to work. Maybe we can have that tea another time.
That Pullman, all right. I suppose you don't have that money he stole.
All gone. Marshal, he spent it on beefsteak, bourbon, and blondes. That reward offer still stand?
Well, I can't see any reason why not. Why don't you step over to the bank and I'll make arrangements for you to collect.
Much obliged.
And the results of these inquiries over to Long Fork revealed that Millie's first husband, Bud Birch, was killed tragically last Tuesday after being hit by a bolt of lightning.
Poor Bud.
And seeing as how Millie married him first, I reckon she's never legally married to anybody else, including you two. Which resolves the question of her current matrimonial status. Which leaves us with the question of her alleged bigamy. Now, in order for there to be criminal proceedings, somebody must press charges. Lucius, you want to press charges?
I just want Millie back.
Barnett, how do you feel?
Same.
Then the charges of bigamy against Miss Millie Owen are hereby dropped, and she is free to choose whatever husband she likes.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, but I don't want either one of you.
This court is hereby adjourned. Buck Hickok, clear the court. Jail. You'll excuse me.
Teaspoon.
Cody. I was wondering when you'd get back, son.
There's people saying that you killed a man, Teaspoon.
Well, it's been my misfortune to kill lots of men. Which one are you referring to? That was Galveston 20 years ago.
These people say that you killed that lawman in cold blood.
This was a hired gun for a corrupt judge. I killed him in a fair fight. Where'd you get this?
I met a great man, Teaspoon.
Uh-huh. And why is this great man so interested in my past?
Well, he tracks down men who've escaped justice and brings them to it.
He's a bounty hunter?
No, that's what I thought too, but he ain't.
Well, what is he then? A self-appointed avenging angel?
Not exactly. And Gideon was wrong about you, but a few of the men that we took in, they were as bad as they come.
Son, you gotta stop looking for heroes, start being your own, because 9 times out of 10, these ready-made ones ain't to be trusted.
You're wrong about him, Teaspoon.
Am I? I was acquitted of these charges 16 years ago. Even a man half interested in justice could have found that out. Besides, you must sense something ain't quite right with this Gideon. Was you gonna turn me into him?
No, Teaspoon, I wasn't going to turn you over to him. But I did question some of his actions. There was one man that he wasn't so bad. He weren't a murderer. He's just a thief. He had a family. Still, Gideon showed him no mercy.
Have you ever seen this Gideon hand anybody actually over to the law?
No.
What did he ask you to do?
Well, he asked me to take you to him so he could bring you to trial in Fort Laramie.
Where was we supposed to meet him?
The corral, the edge of town.
Oh, yeah? Well, let's just see what kind of justice your Gideon is dispensing, shall we?
Successful mission, William?
I'll be coming by on his wagon any minute now. But you're making a mistake, Gideon.
No, why do you say that?
Because I know Teaspoon Hunter. He's a good man.
So you spoke to him against my instruction?
He's like a father to me.
There's no room for personal sentiment in New World, William. So he knows we're here.
The difference doesn't make he's coming on his own free will. Besides, the charges was dropped against him 16 years ago.
Is that what he told you, William? This man is wanted for murder. He must be apprehended.
Is apprehending all you're going to be doing?
What are you suggesting?
Did you really deliver Pullman to the federal marshal and the Blodgetts to the army?
Indeed, they were so delivered, William. Ready!
The hell do you think you're doing?
The water posers are dead or alive, William. Simon, these men must be executed, William, lest our eccentric judicial system release them back into society.
How can you do this? How can you kill those men?
I suspected you weren't strong enough for this kind of business, William. I see my mistrust was well placed. Betrayed me, William. Rapid, get in! Hurry! Put him down! May God forgive you for your weakness, William.
Vengeance is the Lord's. You forgot that.
sure you won't change your mind?
No, I don't think so.
What a shame. We could have had such fun.
Last time she acted like this, a bunch of Kiowas chased us home. No sense taking any chances. I'm just gonna cut you loose.
Indians are after.
Shh, don't try to talk.
Pony Express.
Let's get him to a doctor. One thing's for sure, it ain't a sign of welcome. Grab it, let's take it to Buck.
Morning, Clint. How are you?
Remember, we only got an hour.
What's the point in coming to town, Lou, if you can't stop for a little recreation?
Relax, Jimmy. Only takes a minute to fall in love.
Half that time for you to mess it up.
Second attack on White Canyon this week. Deputy Earl Collier was chased by an 8-man war party for 10 miles. County meeting to be called with Sweetwater and Harper Ridge.
Does it say what tribe?
What difference does it make? Any kind of Indian trouble's bad news.
Well, look at the bright side, Jimmy. Maybe we'll get a few days' rest while they find us a route around them.
Around them? Hell, they'll send us through them.
That's 15 cents for nails, 25 for sugar. That's $3.40, Roy.
Well, that's a lot more than it was last week.
Supply and demand. That shop's selling for a lot more than sugar.
I got a family to protect, so I ain't got much choice.
Well, I'm sure glad to see you spend it for something worthwhile. Killing Indians.
You sound like you're happy about this Indian scare.
Oh, sure, Roy. I'm just like anybody else. I miss the old days when you could buy them for a jug of whiskey and a handful of beans. But I guess even Indians change sooner or later. Well, those boys done trained a half-breed to hold down a regular job.
His name's Buck. He's a friend.
Oh, I wouldn't go around bragging about that, son. And furthermore, I don't want his kind in my store, so get him on out of here.
What if he don't want to leave?
Carl, Fred, come on out here and meet some smart-mouth Indian lovers.
Sir, we didn't come looking for no trouble.
No, sir, we didn't come looking for it, but,
Hey, Cody, these boys don't want to get into a fight over nothing. Especially nothing like a couple of smart-mouth Indian lovers. Do we, boys? Now, on the other hand, that may be just as something these lard brains need for a fight.
Roll 'em out, boys.
Next time you say something about one of our friends, we'll get real mad. Where's Buck? Buck! What in the hell happened to you?
Nothing.
What do you mean, nothing? We just got into a fight over you. Why'd you walk out on us?
Nobody told you to fight.
What the hell are we supposed to do, Buck? Just let Tompkins throw you out?
That's his right, isn't it?
Buck, he called you a half-breed.
You fought because he called you an Indian lover.
You believe that? Go figure it.
He's right.
Put up the horses, I'll tell him.
Teaspoon! Kyle burned the way station before we got there. Whipped the station master bad. I'm surprised he's alive. Took him to a doctor in Harper's Ridge.
Good. What's this?
I can be figured for a warning.
Well, you're right, ain't exactly my strong point.
Is Buck here?
He just come back from town.
Buck! Buck!
What's that mean?
It's a warning.
Of what?
Something like keep off our land.
Kiowa?
Yeah. Like me.
Well, all right. I'll go get cleaned up.
Jimmy? How'd that happen? His usual talent?
This Indian stuff got the shopkeeper talking. Said a couple of little things about Buck.
So, of course we've had to discuss it.
I think Buck took it pretty bad. I reckon the kid just found a way station burned by Indians. Looks like Kiowa. Go wash up for dinner. Emma. We didn't go looking for no trouble. Honest. Didn't go looking for a way around it, neither. Go wash up.
This here Indian trouble's like to get worse before it gets better. Everybody in this territory is going to get more and more scared, except the people at this table, because you ain't going to have time for it. far as Pony Express is concerned, one rider don't make it, the next one will.
Somebody tell that to the Kiowa.
Somebody tell that to the Army.
Word's been sent to Fort Laramie. We'll cut down to priority mail only, government, military information. We'll send out a backup rider on every run. But what they're saying is, the pouch has got to get through.
Told you. They don't care who gets killed getting it through.
It's everybody's land. I mean, we ain't taking their land, we're just riding on it. Right, Buck?
You all right?
Fine. The Indians is fighting for their way of life. Right to live the way they did before we got here. Just like our kin fought the British almost 100 years ago. Except the Indians is called savages. Our kin was called patriots. Not because they won.
Fine. Next time an Indian chases me, I'll get off my horse and sing him Yankee Doodle.
Then it'll kill you for sure.
Red Bear?
Hello, my brother.
I've missed you.
Grown.
I remember when I was a boy, and we made headdresses out of leaves and twigs. You looked like a chief even then.
It's easier to play a chief than to be one.
Remember when you taught me to play throwing them off their horses, and we were naked?
And you fell into the bed of prickly pears, I remember.
And Songbird had to pick them out of me.
Your face was hot with shame.
She's so beautiful. Is she still?
She was killed last year. Trappers.
Why did you send for me?
If you continue to ride with the Pony Express, my warriors may kill you.
But why attack the Pony Express? They mean you no harm.
Because they carry the white man's word. From one end of our land to the other. As their words grow, so do they. Our people are being pushed off the land. At least in battle there is honor.
But the white man, he doesn't fight for honor, he fights for land. If you go to war, the Kiowa will be crushed and you'll be scattered across the plains.
If that is our destiny, then let it be. But there can be no more warnings. Next time we will kill them. Come back to your people.
They're not my people.
You're Kiowa.
My mother was Kiowa. The man who took her wasn't. People I work with, we live together. We eat together, we fight together. We are like one.
Enemy! When they are gone, you will be forced to live among strangers. A half-white, to be used and scorned.
Scorned? Have you forgotten how I lived in the village? Eating alone after the others had finished. Sleeping with their eyes on my back. To them, I was white.
And to me?
A half-brother you loved as your own, but you never saw. Because you chose not to.
I never saw because there was nothing to see. Come with me. Come with me now. And I will help you find a way to see the truth.
Why do you ask so much of me?
Because we will lose each other if you do not do this. Our people face war. And they must know their leader's vision is not clouded by any bond in the white man's world.
I can't go back. I'm sorry.
And I too feel the sorrow. I will cry for you when I show them your blood. And I will see you in the land behind the sun, my brother.
Rider coming in!
Rest up, girl.
Kid! Kid!
What is it?
Take care.
Help! Help! Help!
There they are, right there, those three.
Hey, Marshal.
Those two destroyed my store. That little scrawny one attacked me with a skillet.
Blue, Hickok, Cody, come here. Is it true what Mr. Tompkins says about you destroying his store?
I don't know nothing about destroying. I think messing up's more like it.
Messing up? Well, you saw my place. Looked like a herd of buffalo rode through there. Now, I demand payment for the damages they done.
Well, you'll get everything that's coming to you, Mr. Tompkins. You got my word on it.
Not from me.
Plus extra for the inconvenience and aggravation they caused, all because of that low-life half-breed.
There's no need for that kind of talk.
Don't you lecture me. You just do your job and get my money.
So what happened?
They started it. We just happened to be the last one standing.
Well, I'm glad you had your fun. Now Tompkins is going to cut off Emma's credit.
What's she got to do with it?
Plenty. She's responsible for the lot of you.
What about Tompkins' men's? I mean, they threw the first punch.
Because you threw the last one, Emma's going to have to pay for it.
How bad was it?
They really gave it to Tompkins. I wish I'd seen it. You finish the rest of my chores and I'll make it up to you. I just fixed the saddle. I want to make sure it's broke in before my next run. And don't believe me. always the last man.
Let me tie him up.
You know him?
Jim's hunting horse. We grew up together.
What's he trying to say?
He wants us to kill him.
Come on, let's go. Fuck no. Fuck, don't do it. No.
Got 10 minutes before he's free.
On that run, Kiowa had me trapped. And all of a sudden, Buck showed up. Lost the horse.
Thought there might be trouble.
Lucky guess. Unless you got friends in high places. I didn't sleep too well last night. I heard you walked your horse in.
You snuck out last night?
I had to see someone.
Who?
My half-brother.
Which half? White or red?
His name's Red Bear. He's a Kiowa war chief.
Can you believe that? I thought he was one of us. Why'd you sneak out to your brother, Buck?
Take it easy, Jimmy. You saved my life.
Wouldn't have needed saving if he told us about his meeting.
What'd you tell Red Bear about us?
Nothing. It don't concern you.
They attack our way station, steal our horses, try and kill a kid, and you're saying that don't concern us?
That's right.
Like hell it don't!
You think what you like. You all don't know the first thing about my people.
Your people. Which side are you on?
No side.
You better pick one. Jimmy, let up. He risked his life for me.
People are getting killed, Buck. Innocent people.
Innocent to who?
Oh, damn it, Buck. What did we ever do to you to stand up for you? Bet you didn't stand up for us with that Kyle brother of his, did you?
What happened with him was personal.
No, it ain't.
Keep your hands off me.
All right, cut it! Now! Let him go.
I ain't bunking with him.
I said enough! You boys proud of yourselves? You boys know I spent most of my life with Indians, and, well, they live in kind of a special way. There's this Indian saying, white man thinks with his head, but an Indian thinks with his heart. When your heart's in two pieces like Buck's, that's a tricky bit of business.
You saying the Kiowa got a right to come after us?
Saying they got a right to their way of life, whether the owners of Pony Express say it that way or not. You don't have to respect it either, but you got to live with it, because you're the ones out there with the Indians, and your lives may depend on it.
He says we're just delivering the pouch.
That's right. We ain't the ones looking to take anything from the Indians.
I know, but sometimes it's just the way life is. You can get caught in the middle of forces you got no control over, like Buck is right now. Under the circumstances, I'd say he's doing a better job than I could. So you boys think it over and let me know what you want me to tell him.
How about telling him not to snore anymore? Because his bunk's right next to mine.
Now, hold on, Jimmy. I can't promise you no miracles. The consensus is If you can keep your snoring to a minimum, and as a lifetime snorer, I know that's no easy task, there's a warm spot for you in the bunkhouse.
Thanks, but I won't be needing it.
How's that?
I'm gonna leave the Pony Express. The riders think I betrayed them.
If you think there's bad blood between you, you're mistaken. It's been buried.
Even so, I don't belong here. If I stay, I just make them a target for the townspeople. And I care about them too much.
Well, they care about you too.
But I also care about my Indian friends. Especially my brother. Until my thoughts are clear, I think it's better I leave.
Where are you planning to go?
I don't know. At dawn, I'll go up the canyon and I'll pray to the rising sun. Maybe I'll get an answer. Then I'll come back for my gear. Can you do me a favor? Yeah. Tell Ike first. Try and make him understand. Give him this.
Well, I've lived with Indians long enough to know you won't change your mind, but remember something, will you? These boys are your friends. And I ain't gonna forget about that neither. Ryder coming in!
Something bothering you?
Watch it, kid! Watch it, Ike!
Better hang another lick.
It's the last one. We're running low on grain, too. Better tell Emma when she goes down to Tompkins. Ain't no place else we can go. All the way to White Canyon.
That's through Kiowa land.
And that ain't the safest route to be hauling supplies these days.
Hell, we buy everything from him, don't we?
We gotta tell Teaspoon as soon as he gets back from town. His horse is gonna be too gaunted for express runs, let alone outrunning Indians.
Write down everything we need from Tompkins. Not just for the horses, but for the barn, too. I'm gonna go inside and check the stores.
What for?
So we can talk his language.
I wouldn't give her credit on the south end of a north-facing bar.
As far as our head office in St. Joe is concerned, these young riders are doing the citizens of Sweetwater, including you, a special service. If you do not choose to do business with them, then you will forfeit all other services from this head office. I think that means no mail and no freight.
What the hell are you talking about?
Of course, as far as provisions is concerned, the Harper Ridge Station has said they'd be more than happy to combine with us to set up our own Pony Express Trade Center right down the street. Or do I sense we have reestablished our business relations and Miss Shannon's credit, of course? Excuse me, boys. Was you gonna do some shopping?
Add this to the bill.
What's wrong? Don't tell me nothing. Way you're riding, we won't make the station before sunset. Don't worry about Buck. He'll be fine. Teaspoon said he just went to pray. Wait, slow down. I can't follow you. What? Who told you to quit riding with us? Jeez.
Go away!
Where's everybody?
In town. Wherever you're going, I hope it's to make peace with Kiowa. Because they've got Ike. Ambushed us on the way from Harper's Ridge.
Did you kill any of them?
Ain't sure.
Don't say a word about Ike to anyone. I'm going after him.
We'll all go.
No! The Kiowa see a gang of white men coming. Ike's dead. Do I have your word? Because if Hickok and them hear about this, no way you hold them back.
You have my word. Kept my promise. I didn't tell the others, but I can't let you go in alone.
This is between the Kiowa and me.
And us. They'll never see me. You can go into the camp by yourself, but I just want to be there if something happens to you or Ike.
You know, you're crazy.
Possibly.
We're here for Ike. If I get him out, you take him straight back to Emma's. Don't wait for me. I know what I'm doing.
I know you do.
I mean it.
Why have you come?
I've come for him.
He ain't dead.
He's not enemy. He's not even a warrior. He's just used by the white man to carry messages. You let him go and you have one more warrior.
You will fight against your white brothers?
Not against my brothers in the Pony Express, but I'll fight in the war party.
We must be sure that your love of your white brothers is not stronger than your Indian spirit.
Then tell me how to prove it.
Only you can do that. Release him. And call the Man of Dreams.
Hey, 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 hey.
Drink from the water of life and write it to the child inside of you. Take him by the hand and lead him out of the darkness. When you reach the light, you will become one with your spirit. We are now with you. As you ride the waters of life, so will we.
Hey, 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 oh, hey, oh, hey. hey, 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 ole, ole, hey, hey, hey,
Take it easy, Ike. You're okay. Come over here.
As in your vision, the warriors have now driven out your white demons. Damn. Why don't they just kill him and get it over with? Of course they're gonna kill him. They're just dragging it out. No. It'd be suicide. Can you ride? Head on back to Emma's, let him know you're okay. I'll stay with Buck. Damn it, I do what he came for. You need some rest.
It's been 3 days, damn it. I say we go looking for him.
There ain't one of us more worried than the next. But there ain't been a Kiowa attack since they left. Maybe it's because of something they're doing.
So what are we supposed to do? Just sit here?
Yeah.
Well, we could try praying.
Lou, would you say grace, please?
Dear Lord, please reach out to us in our time of need.
I'm worried about Buck.
Just Buck?
Oh, you know it's all of them. Every time one of them kids rides out, it tears me up. They might not ever come back.
Emma, they stopped being kids the first day they took a run. People shoot at you. Grow up quick.
Should have had more time to be kids. They brought up Papa.
Well, if they're willing to fight for each other, we must be doing something right, huh?
Cunning Buck, the man of dreams has spoken. We must begin the trials we saw in your vision. Cut him down.
In the dream, we saw you walking in two worlds, but only in the Indian world are you protected by the eagle. To become one with your Kiowa spirit, you must first reach the smoking stone before the sun climbs above the mountains. If your Indian spirit is true, it will protect you.
He gets bit by a snake. I'm taking him out quick. You won't quit and ripping him? I'm gonna make him go through hell before he's finished. I'm gonna have to end it. You understand? I know what he's doing too. He's letting him kill him. He's taking too much for anyone to stand. Stay on this rock and cover me. Aim for the chief when I signal. Keep loading and fire until you're out of lead. Then hightail it out of here. Don't wait for me.
Only in the Indian world are you protected by the eagle.
Kiowa, my brother.
Hey, Barton, hey, Coton, Bobby.
You have proven yourself a true Kiowa warrior. But the love of your white family stays in your heart. It is best you return to them.
But I promised you one more warrior.
One more warrior, even of your strength, will not make a difference. What is important now is that wherever you go, your spirit will be Kiowa.
This war can't be won.
I know. But even I, who do not yearn for war, cannot live on a reservation begging for food. So we must fight. Now you and I must realize that the next time we meet may be in battle.
But I could never kill you, my
But
brother.
I would have to kill you, my brother.
But no.
And go. And never look back.
Sarsaparilla.
Long ride?
Yeah.
Well, from the look of you, I'd say you earned more comfort than that. You got some nice rooms upstairs.
Appreciate it. Food and drinks all we want.
Well, some real friendly ladies, too.
That's some peace and quiet for you, though.
Let me know if you change your mind.
Hickok! Hey, Hickok! Remember Gabe Calder? He's a friend of mine.
I don't want no trouble here, mister.
Neither do I. Ain't right what you done to him, leave him with his hands like that. Ain't civilized.
matter with you, Hickok? You deaf?
No, just hungry.
Hungry? I thought chickens only ate feed. Pok, 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 pok.
You feel funny now. If you don't mind, I'd appreciate it if you left.
Now, we can do our business in the street or right here. Makes no difference to me.
I'll be right out.
Fred won't have to trade for it again. This drought's killing me.
Well, okay, Luke, but this can't go on forever.
No. Same terms. 30 days. You gonna give me a chance to buy it back?
Not for that. I got way more watches than I'll ever use already. Guess I could do it for the locket, though.
Give it to him.
It was my mama's. You can't just trade it away.
Laura, you're just a memory now. I gotta eat.
I can't. I won't. This is the only thing of hers I got left.
Maybe I could use that watch after all.
I ain't looking for charity. Now, give it to me.
No.
Damn it, woman.
We don't need to be doing this.
Somebody get a doctor!
What are you looking at? Huh? Get out of here! You leave us alone!
Mister, I'm sorry. She ran out of nowhere. There was nothing I could have done.
She never hurt nobody. Why'd you have to kill her? Why?
Back off. Leave him be.
Lady just came out of
I
nowhere.
already been told that by people who saw. I want you out of here.
Why, if you know what happened?
Look, 'cause of that, I don't lock you up. But ain't looking for you to get back shot either. At least not today. Now get out of here and don't show your face in Benton again.
Rebel souls, deserters we are called. Joes are gone.
We can do our business in the street or right here. Makes no difference to me.
Now these towns, they all know one.
Well, 5.5.
What? We all getting raises?
No, better than that. I finally got a letter about that reporter Russell Majors in Waddell is sending out to document our way of life.
What's it say?
Well, I'll tell you. It seems that Mr. Russell feels that the good folks back east should, and I quote, be made aware of the hardships and sacrifices your boys and girl face on a daily basis in the tireless service of their country.
Well, that sounds good to me, Teaspoon.
Of course, no, Mr. Russell, as I do, I suspect his mind is less on documenting and more on publicizing.
What's that, Teaspoon?
Publicity? Well, you might say that's what folks do when they want to draw attention to something.
You mean like when that Marcus fella wrote that book about Jimmy?
Yeah, kind of.
Why would anyone want to do something like that?
Well, it ain't all bad, Lou.
What's for Jimmy?
That's because the things Marcus said wasn't the truth.
And publicity is the truth.
Sort of. Stretched a bit, but not so as it'd take your head off.
I knew a hangman once. Said the same thing about his rope.
Good morning.
Excuse me. You at the express office?
Yes, ma'am.
Jennifer Walker, New York Dispatch.
You must be the pride of Russell Majors and Waddell.
Well, that'd be us. William F. Cody. At your service.
Pleasure.
Oh, and this here is my associate, Mr. Kidd. The Kid.
Pleased to meet you, ma'am.
You kid.
Oh, and this is our other associate, Ike McSwain.
Happy to meet you, Ike. What was it?
McSwain. Ike doesn't talk.
Every reporter's nightmare.
You don't understand. I can't talk.
Oh, you...
Excuse me. That stagecoach you just come in on? Looks exactly like one I encountered a little while back. Just before it was attacked. By a gang of bloodthirsty bandits. Set on nothing but larceny and destruction. All 12 of them.
Really? There were a dozen, huh?
More or less. Of course, it's hard to tell when the bullets start flying.
Well, I had no idea that riding for the express held so many dangers.
All in a day's work. No siree. You wouldn't have wanted to be there that day, believe you me. It was a truly terrible sight to behold. He must have stood well over 10 feet tall. I'm serious. No kidding. Why, the ground even shook when he let out the most blood-curdling roar I ever heard. It was right then I figured I had dinner written all over me.
But somehow, miraculously, you lived to tell the tale.
To this day, I still can't figure out why. It must have been because I helped him get out of that hole in the ground. Anyways, he returned the favor later when this bushwhacker got the drop on me. Thought I was dead.
So what happened?
Well, it turns out the bushwhacker had dinner written all over him instead. So anyways, to make a long story short, when it was all said and done, me and that bear, we parted the best of friends.
Wow, that's an amazing adventure, William.
Yeah.
One doesn't run into many men of your ilk back east.
Well, thank you. I think you're kind of special too, Jennifer.
You all right?
Yeah? Why?
I just saw you riding in here like a bat out of hell.
Something you wanted, Lou?
Yeah. I just, I wanted to thank you about what you told the kid about.
So you two finally did some dancing. Glad to hear it.
Jimmy? Did you talk to that reporter?
What reporter?
Excuse me, Noah. Could I talk to you for a minute? I was just curious how it was for you here, being a free-born black man out west, the rest of the country torn apart by the question of slavery. What's so funny?
You ain't interested in me, lady. Or the Pony Express, for that matter.
Of course I am. Why else would I be all the way out here?
Oh, you got a reason. And her name is Jennifer Walker. There's a story here that'll get her noticed. My guess is you'll find it. In fact, you probably done figured out already by now that the only story worth telling is the one about Wild Bill Hickok.
It's ridiculous. There's 7 of you. He's only one man.
You can say that to the cow chips turned to gold. I know different.
Well, I certainly didn't expect this from you, of all people. Out of anybody here, you should know what it's like to be born with a weight around your neck.
Oh, what? Now you're trying to tell me that we share the same skin color?
Of course not. But I'm a woman in a man's world. Look, I worked my tail off to earn this job. You want to know my reward? I get sent out here to the middle of nowhere to do some stupid story because my boss owes a favor to Russell Majors and Waddell.
You're breaking my heart.
I said whiskey. Are you gonna give me a hard time, or are you gonna get me the drink? There you are. Leave the bottle. Yes, sir.
I better get my eyes checked. Well, I must be seeing things.
What do you want, kid?
Are you forgetting the company rules about drinking?
Nope.
I'm sorry if that reporter's being here stirring up old demons, but this ain't the way to handle it.
You don't want to disappoint Russell Majors and Waddell, do we?
That ain't what I'm talking about.
Could have fooled me.
Come on, let's get in.
I'll leave when I'm good and ready. Now, kid, why don't you go outside? Girlfriend's waiting for you. Go outside and play, maybe do a little dancing.
Back off, Jimmy.
Sorry.
That reporter will be gone in a couple days. You don't want to talk to her, don't talk to her. Just stay away from her. But you ain't gonna find any answers in here.
Have one on me, kid.
What's with Jimmy?
I don't know. He ain't acting like himself. He just got back from Benton, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Something must have happened.
I don't have a run scheduled for a couple days. I could go find out.
Take Katie. She's rested. If you leave now, you can make it before dark.
You gonna let me ride your horse? Come on.
Careful, Lou.
So, do you go into town very often for supplies?
On occasion. Is there something I can help you with?
Yes, actually. I was wondering about Jimmy Hickok.
I figured as much.
Can you answer some questions for me?
As long as they're about me or what we do. Can't speak for anybody.
You can't. You won't. What is it with you people? I am just trying to do my job here, and you're making it impossible for me to do it. Didn't the company tell you to cooperate with me?
Cooperate, not gossip.
Believe me, I'm not interested in any half-truths or unfounded reputations. I'm just trying to write about you and your life here. Is that so terrible? Besides, I was just interested in that silver gun of his. I've never seen one like it. Mr. Tompkins at the store said he's got another one just like it. Is that true?
Tompkins talks too much.
But why doesn't he wear it? Come on.
I've got to go help.
What?
Fix a fence. Excuse me.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm Jennifer Walker.
Yeah, I know who you are. Why don't you do us both a favor and get out?
Look, I'm real sorry about this. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm just trying to do my job.
Well, if your job's going through people's things, you ought to get a new one.
Believe me, it isn't. I'm here to help Russell Majors and Waddell by writing a story about you. About all of you. Your friends aren't making it very easy on me.
Well, I'm real sorry to hear that now, if you don't mind.
Look, I'm not like him. I just want you to know that.
Like who?
Marcus, the man that wrote the book about you. I don't write fiction. I don't make things up. It's the truth I'm after. I wouldn't blame you for not believing me.
The truth, huh? Well, if you find it, you be sure to let me know.
Where are you going? Jimmy, what's wrong? You know, whatever it is, you can talk to me.
It's too late for talking.
Well, you can't just leave.
Why not? All I ever end up doing is bringing people trouble and pain anyway.
What are you talking about? That isn't true, and you know it.
Not true, huh? You want to know the truth, Rachel? The truth is, for too long, I've been pretending to be something I ain't. I don't see the point in fighting it anymore.
Jimmy, I know how you feel. I spent a lot of time running myself. But you got a home here and people who care about you.
All the more reason to leave. Now get out of here.
Jimmy!
All right, Rachel.
He didn't know where he was going?
If he does, he's not telling.
What the hell's going on with him? Think it's got something to do with that reporter?
I don't know. Maybe the kid's got the right idea. Something must have happened in Benton.
Ryder coming.
Looks like Lou. What's she doing back so soon?
Whoa, Katie! Had a fella coming from Benton on my way out of town. He told me what happened. Jimmy killed a woman.
He did what?
It was an accident. Some drifter forced him into a gunfight, and the woman ran out into the street right into his line of fire. It wasn't Jimmy's fault.
Oh, Lord, no wonder.
We gotta go after him.
Now, hold on a minute. You can't just drop everything every time Hickok gets himself in trouble.
What are you worried about, Teaspoon? That reporter?
This is Jimmy.
I know that. Lord knows how I feel about him. But there's just something about Hickok that's, I don't know, bigger than life. If I was superstitious, which I am, I'd call it destiny. But whatever the hell it is, all I know is we can't keep protecting him from it, because sooner or later he's going to have to face it. And it ain't the kind of thing the man ever beats. Not in this life, anyways.
What are we supposed to do, Teaspoon? I ain't gonna just sit here.
Me neither.
I know that. You two go get him. Stay out of his line of fire.
Come on! Yeah!
Lord.
gonna do?
Close my eyes, hope she goes away.
Tried that already.
Now, let's not make it too easy on her. Come on.
Wait! Come back! Come back here! Great.
Lord, am I glad to see you.
Can't say the feeling's mutual.
Don't know about back east, but down this way, people try to stay on the wagon.
Well, since she don't know how to ride it, kid, maybe we ought to take it. Walk will do her good.
You can't be serious.
What about the rattlers, Noah? I don't think that should be a problem. I mean, they don't usually attack their own.
All right, I guess I deserve that. Listen, if it makes any difference, I'm sorry.
Get on. We don't much like what you're doing, but since you made it this far, you'll be safe with us.
We're gonna have to make some time. Especially if these tracks keep headed toward Regrets.
Regrets?
It's the most lawless town in the territory. Nobody goes there unless they're looking for trouble.
Or running from it.
Howdy.
Always on the run. Destiny is a rising sun. I was born, six-gun in mind, behind a gun. I make my final stand. That's why they call me Bad Company. I can't deny. Ooh, bad company till the day that I die. Till the day that I die. Till the day I die. Bad company. Till the day that I
That was my drink. Damn shame, ain't it? No way young people today got no manners. Tell the man you're sorry, boy.
Good.
What's that? I can't hear you. Next round's on him.
I know you from somewhere. Give me a minute, because I never forget a face. I know. You're one of the express riders out of Sweetwater. My name's Angel. I worked at the Wild Horse Saloon last year. You don't remember me, do you? Come on, let's get you upstairs. You can sleep it off some.
Why are you doing this for me?
You really don't remember me, do you? There was some trouble one night at the Wild Horse. Saddle tramp with a broken bottle. Thought I was his missus. Guess he didn't have much of a marriage. You and your friends, you saved my life. Sleep tight.
It cannot be that bad.
Take our word for it. It is.
If you're trying to scare me, it won't work.
Seems to me it already has.
Look, I don't like this any more than you fellas do, but my story is in that town.
Story's no good if the reporter ain't alive to tell it.
I'll take my chances.
Like hell you will. Look, lady, I got news for you. When we head into town tomorrow, you staying right here.
Here?
Yeah.
Don't worry. We'll leave you some food, canteen, and a rifle. If we're not back in 24 hours, you head straight back to Sweetwater and get some help. You understand?
You expect me to sit here
That's
while you
right,
guys ride off?
do. And you will.
Shut up and go to sleep.
But how am I...
Night.
I can't tell I want another bottle. I'll give me one. You get out of here.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Walking it off, if you don't mind.
Got any money, mister? We really need it.
I'm sorry, I'm all cleaned out.
Please? My little sister needs new shoes.
You know, you don't look so good, stranger.
That's right. Maybe you ought to lie down.
Get off me!
Hey, look at that gun!
Never mind about that gun. If I was you, I'd be worried about this one.
We wasn't doing anything.
Angel.
I don't want to hear it. From now on, you're on your own.
All right, that's enough. That's good. Hey, I'm talking to you.
Who's that?
I'll let you get to the sheriff. I'll buy you a drink. Come on.
Somebody gonna do something about that?
Yeah. You just pulled in?
Yeah.
Well, in case you haven't noticed by now, we have our own law around here.
Yeah.
It boils down to this. Don't bring in trouble from the outside. Don't shoot anybody in the back. And don't get involved in other folks' business. Other than that, you can do whatever the hell you want. Any questions?
Yeah, just one. What do I gotta do? Go about wearing that thing?
That depends who's asking.
Hickok. Wild Bill Hickok.
Well, Mr. Hickok, we're in good health. Morning, Sheriff.
I could have taken care of this for you.
Well, seeing how you just pinned on the badge, I thought we'd take care of it ourselves. We don't like wasting time here. Get them out of here.
Yeah.
It's nothing I take pleasure in. I assure you I have far more profitable ways to spend my time. Good day, Sheriff.
Good day. Church in a place like this.
Where would one be more needed?
Preacher and an undertaker, too.
Also a matter of need.
Why are you following me?
Just curious. You see, there's only one reason to pin on a badge in a place like this. But don't worry. If it's an untimely passing you seek, I lack the power to sway you from your path. I'm sure you have reasons. Every soul whose destiny leads them to regrets has reasons. Far be it from a simple shepherd like me to question them.
I'm real relieved to hear that.
If it wouldn't be too much trouble, I've a small favor to ask. Believe it or not, this was once a lovely place to live. I believe you have the power to return it to that time of serenity, or at least to reduce our scourge of vermin before you depart. It would be the Lord's work, certain to earn you final redemption.
It's too late for that. Excuse me.
Jimmy! What's that you're wearing?
I don't believe it. Man rides straight into hell. First thing he does is grab a pitchfork and strap on a pair of horns.
What do you want?
Heard what happened in Benton. I'm sorry.
So?
This ain't your kind of place, Jimmy. You gotta get out of here.
That's where you're wrong, Noah. Here's one place I do belong. Now, if you don't mind, I'd appreciate it if you rode out of here and forgot you ever knew me. Take her with you.
What a sweet young thing.
Hi.
You know, for a reporter, you sure don't listen too good.
Well, look, I told you before, my job is here. It's not back there.
All right. Just remember something. We're here to look out for Jimmy, not for you. So stay out of trouble, you understand?
Yeah.
You coming?
Thought you didn't want me around.
We don't. But since you're here, we'd best keep an eye on you. Stay close.
Ain't you gonna do something about that, Sheriff?
Nope.
I hear tell that you're Wild Bill Hickok. That right? Pretty fancy rig you got there. You know how to use them? On the count of 3. 1, 2.
Thought I told you two to get out of here.
It takes a lot of work to stay alive in this town.
Especially if you don't want to.
Sit.
You just trying to tell me something?
What happened in Benton wasn't your fault, Jimmy.
Huh? I mean, if I wasn't Wild Bill Hickok, it wouldn't have happened?
No, nobody can answer that, but that ain't the point.
And then what is the point? Somebody want to tell me that?
It's an accident, Jimmy. Those things happen. You never know why, but they just do.
What about all those other times I just happened to?
What about all the others? They knew what they were doing. You never shot anybody in the back. Whether they were for you or against you, it was their choice.
All except that woman. What choice did she have? No, I never went chasing for trouble. It's like somebody came and carved out my whole life, like I got no say in the matter. Well, if all I'm doing is living by the gun, then this is a good place, isn't it? To end it. Maybe better.
It's crazy talk, Jimmy, and you know it.
Is it? You ought to listen to yourself sometime, Noah. Ain't you the one who said he was born to hang?
Yeah, well, at least I don't go sticking my head in a noose and kicking over the chair.
Hickok!
What?
Hickok! It's a woman's husband.
I come for you, Hickok! Hickok!
Killing her husband ain't gonna help you forget shooting his wife.
Let me go, kid. Just let me go.
You killed my wife.
Want to do something about that? Go ahead.
Jimmy! Don't do it.
Stay out of it, kid. Come on.
What are you waiting for? Go on! Finish it!
I can't. I killed her. I killed my own wife.
What are you talking about? It was my shot.
If I hadn't yelled at her, if I hadn't hit her, if I hadn't make her run out there, oh God. Oh God, I killed Clark.